Okay, we are live and recording this session. Welcome to another boot camp training session for what's today's date? The 13th, January 13th, the year 2024. Can't believe we're 13 days into the new year. So it's the beginning, right? The beginning of a fantastic new year. If you set your goals and you shoot for your dreams, there's nothing you can't accomplish if you put together the right necessary goals and dreams, because the goals are your stepping stones to getting your dreams. So make sure you have your goals written down, and then you have tasks for those goals to be accomplished, either within a day, within a week, within 2 weeks, or a month. So make sure you have a deadline for all your goals. So by creating a task list before you go to sleep, create a task list of what you want to get accomplished the next day. And it could be the simplest little things with a check mark. So when you get those things done that day, just check off those things so that at the end of the day, when you're creating your new task list for the next day, you can look at your previous task list and say, I've accomplished a lot of goals today. And that goal could be, hey, reading 15 minutes to a half hour in my candlestick Bible book. Okay, definitely encourage you guys to read at least 15 to 20, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe a page a day in that book. Highlight what you need to highlight and put that book into memory, because that book is going to help you with your trading journal. Okay, trading journey, I should say. So on my website, you'll notice there's a lot of tools on here. So it's always a good idea to bookmark my website. And it's just my first name, last name at .com, wellnessmentayer.com. It'll direct you to this site that I've created. And you'll see a lot of resources on this site to get you started. My Forex course is coming soon, so look out for that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, become part of my Facebook group, Telegram group, get your trading view. That's your charting system. It's absolutely free. Check out the broker that I use, because what's going on in the industry right now, a lot of brokers are being kicked out of MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 because they're not regulated. So this particular broker that I'm using, and you can use any broker for that matter, I'm not recommending that you do, but if you do decide to use this broker, you could still use it with MetaTrader 4. And I also think they have a MetaTrader 5 option as well. So create a demo account. This is where we go to practice our trades inside this broker. Create a demo account, which is a paper trading account. Is free money that they give you to trade with, hence demo. And then you practice the strategies that I teach you guys every single day. Okay. So other resources on here, you can get your journal, which is your notebook, your journal that you can take notes on. There's a really good journal that I've created that you guys can use. Forex Factory is, if you like fundamental analysis, Forex Factory gives you a calendar of what's going on in the industry, in the currency, and in that country. So you could read about, all the announcements, GDP, employment rate, employment numbers, increase or decrease in tax rates, and so on and so forth. All that could be found in Forex Factory. Because the way you use Forex Factory, if there's any positive or negative news, you don't really want to be in a trade. Because if there's positive news, which it could be, and you're in the right side of the trade, it'll pretty much create excitement. People will start purchasing that currency and it'll go up, right? But if there's negative news and you're in the trade, it may shoot your trade down and hit your stop loss, and then you're out of the trade or you have lost that trade. All right. So books that I do recommend, there's a lot of series of books that you want to start studying and read, okay, to get familiarized with your trade. Just like a doctor has medical books, he reads those books, right? He has reference books, lawyers have books, teachers have books. You can't really excel without books. So books are written by people who've actually do what we do, and then you can actually read those books to make it part of your trading journal. Because this whole system, this whole journey that we're in, it's a big puzzle. Okay, it's a big puzzle, and you got to find your puzzle pieces by studying, by practicing, by implementing, by being consistent and showing up. So these books will help you become consistent. and help you get that puzzle piece. Just the other night, I was watching a YouTube video and I got the final piece of my puzzle. Right? Because when you do a puzzle, and I remember, I'll tell you a quick story. A young kid was asking his father to help him, was asking his father to play with him, right? Father was really busy, and the father was like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I get a chance, I'll come out and play with you." But the father was so busy, he worked from home, and the child was really anxious to play with his father because he saw his father was home and so on and so forth. So the father was like, "What am I going to do to get him to be busy while I complete my task at work?" So he cut up a picture in different puzzle pieces, right? And gave him the pieces and say, "Go ahead and put this puzzle together. And once you're finished, come back and then I'll play with you," right? And so the kid, after 15 minutes of working with that puzzle, he put it all together, right? And came back to his father and said, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy, I'm finished with the puzzle." And the father was like, "Wow, that was quick. How did you figure out the puzzle? There's so many pieces. It's a big picture on this side." He said, "No, no, 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 Dad. All I had to do, all I had to do is pretty much flip the puzzle on the other side, and I saw a man. And all I do is put the puzzle together to put the, to build the man. So once I put the man together, okay, and I flipped it over, the puzzle came into place." So it's all about building yourself up, and then when you flip it over, eventually you get your goals and dreams, right? So that's the significance of that story, which is a really good story. Anyway, so books, books, books. Then you get your free Forex training. Um, you click here, and there's a whole university, so to speak, right there that you can actually click on and start learning how to trade the Forex market. It'll give you definitions, terms, what we use to trade with, the definition of a stop loss, take profit, confluences. So technical terms that we use, um, that I use when I teach you guys. That way you know what those terms mean, and you'll find it by going to the free Forex training right here. The trading academy is coming soon. Okay. Become a funded trader. Once you start learning the craft, you're going to want to become a funded trader. Okay. There are companies out there that allow you to trade their accounts, but you have to pass their challenges. And once you pass those challenges, they'll give you the account to trade, and then their profit split with you. It's a great way to actually earn some additional income by trading someone else's account. And when you're profitable, they do maybe an 85 to 15 split where you keep 85%, 80%, and then they keep either 15% or 20%. Some of these funding challenges, they could pay you up to 90% and they keep 10%. Okay, so do your due diligence and take a tour of these two funding companies that I'm linked up with. And then I'm going to teach you how to invest, right? Invest in the stock market by purchasing dividend reinvestment stocks. These dividends are paid out quarterly, and then you just reinvest your earnings. So as you become profitable, you start taking some of that money and start purchasing actual stocks in the New York Stock Exchange. And these stocks are huge companies if you already know or heard about if you live in the United States. And what they do is they pay out dividends. They reward you for purchasing their stock, and you just reinvest those dividends, and then you'll see that account grow over time. Okay, because you'll be creating a pie of different companies that pay out dividends. You can start small, and then you rank that up as you go forward in the future. And then you get your smart contracts. Bitcoin's going up nowadays, and a lot of people are excited. But if you get your smart contracts, what these smart contracts will do for you, you purchase a contract, a 3-year contract, a 5-year contract, and at the end of the contract, they reward you, just like a CD would reward you by allowing you to earn interest by purchasing that CD. But with these smart contracts, they reward you with Bitcoin. So do you do there's some videos in that scenario that you can watch that'll teach you more about those smart contracts. So click on there and do some due diligence on here. And there's a picture of some of my trades that I put in here. And income guarantee. There's no income guarantee. Your income's depending on your worth ethic and the time and effort you put towards building your studying and practicing what you've learned and so on and so forth. And then when you're ready and you want to click on free money, These are actually some companies that reward you with absolutely free cash, cash that you can use to purchase your dividend reinvestment stocks, cash that you can use to fund your trading account, cash that you could use to pretty much pay down a bill if you wanted to, right? So click on these two links down here to find out what those, how they actually get rewarded $100 with these free money concepts here. Then join the Prosperity Club, which is a club that I put together that'll help you become more prosperous. All right, so I just want to do a real quick plug on my website. And then there's another link that I want you guys to go to real quick, and then we go into a training. Let me do a quick screen share of this link right here. Okay, let me see the whiteboard. Okay. It's a Zoom link. Don't want to do that. Okay, so when you get a chance, go ahead and tour this website right here. Okay. All right, so I'll put that link in the description area underneath the video if you're watching this on YouTube. Um, Now, you guys heard of OPP. OPP stands for Other People's Money. Okay, so you're probably saying, okay, not only are there free $100 that you can get rewarded off my website, but you're going to also need to learn how to earn money through affiliate marketing. And then once you start learning how to make money through affiliate marketing, and this is one of the affiliate marketing systems that I'm promoting, you then use that money when people start purchasing those affiliate products within the funnel of this affiliate program. You'll use that money to fund your life. Okay. You'll use it to purchase dividend reinvestment stocks. You'll use it to trade those funds, and you'll use it to buy smart contracts. If you just do those three things, great things can happen. Great things can happen. Okay. So you're actually going to be your own bank. All right. You're going to be your own bank. And then you're going to be rewarded through this particular, it's called multiple income funnel. Okay. Once you guys take a tour of this, I know you're going to be flat out excited because this system, once you follow this system, okay, and you promote it. I'm gonna start teaching you guys how to promote affiliate marketing programs. And once you start promoting those systems, you could put it on autopilot because it'll sign people up for you, it'll reward you with profits, and then you could use those profits to fund your life. Okay, so that's a quick plug on what I want to share with you guys in the beginning of my training. So let's dive into some content that I'm pretty sure you're going to be really excited about. So let me go ahead and stop sharing this. All right. So now we're going to go into the trading strategy that I want to share with you guys today. So let's do another screen share. Go back here to my main site. And you can always bookmark this site and go directly to TradingView off my website. It'll take you directly to TradingView. Okay. Now I'm already a member, so I'm going to go ahead and log in so that I can share with you a quick strategy. Now, just normally my YouTube trainings, my bootcamp trainings, are an hour long. So I have two half-hour sessions with Zoom. So if this session ends, I'll start it over again and continue the second session. So I'll let you know when that happens. So let me go to TradingView real quick. Okay, last week, if you go back to my YouTube channel, I actually did a live trading session and I showcased and shared an awesome trade that I was in. I was able to get into the trade. I was able to profit from the trade. And you can go to my YouTube channel and watch that video. So, and it was a great tutorial event. And I was really excited about that trade. So let's take a look at US 30. Okay, let me just take off this. Yes. Okay, so US 30. All right. So what I want you guys to put on your charts going forward is an indicator called moving average. Okay. It's an indicator called moving average. So let's go ahead and do a search. I want you to put the simple moving average, real simple one, which is this one right here. Let me see. Yeah, let's put that one on our chart. Moving average exponential. Okay, TradingView says you can only do, as a regular account, you can only do 2 indicators at a time. So let me go ahead and delete the ones I have on here. 2, and we'll put that indicator back on. So take some copious notes and look for that indicator, which is moving average exponential. Okay, so we have that on here. This strategy is going to be very, very simple. So as you can see, it's plotted out onto the chart, right? Now I'm going to make it a color that we can all see. So go here, go to the settings, make sure the length is 100. Okay. And then the style, I'm going to turn it to, let's do red so you guys can see it. Go bright red. We'll thicken it up a little bit so you guys can see it. All right, there we go. Okay, so in this strategy, right, if we go to the 4-hour, because like I said, I always like to do like a top-down analysis. Go to the 4-hour. I'll start with the weekly because start with the weekly. And what this line does is looks at 100 days of activity and crafts out where the market is. So anything above the line is typically an uptrend. Anything below the line is typically a downtrend. So as you can see, it's in an uptrend right now. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to identify. We're going to take our arrow and we're going to put a trend line like this and say it's an uptrend. So that's our bias. All right, so we're looking for trades based on a bullish uptrend, right? All right, so that's the first thing. So we identify that we're in an uptrend. So that's on a weekly. We go down to the 4-hour and we do the same exact thing. Look at the trend. And as you can see, it's above the red, right, moving average, but yet it looks like it's consolidating. Consolidation meaning it's going sideways. Okay, but if we stretch it out, open it up a little bit, we're going to take a look at the candles, right? Remember the candlesticks. They will foretell or give you an idea what's going on, right? All right. So a couple of things here. We're in an uptrend, so you can see higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay. So what you do is this high right here, what I want you to do is take this info line tool, put it on that candle, stretch it out to the right, press the shift key, it makes it straight. By doing this, you're telling yourself that these candles broke this line. So it's a break of structure. So it's called a BOS. Okay, break of structure. Okay, because it broke this candle here. This candle is higher than this candle, so that's called the break of structure. Okay. All right. So it typically is a BOS. So let me see. I have it already written in here. So break of structure, right? BOS. All right. So now when you see something like this, right? When you see a break of structure, typically what happens is it had to come from somewhere. Okay. These strings of candles right here, right? It pushed it up to the point where it broke this candle high. All right. So typically what you want to do is take your tool here, your rectangle tool, and try to find an imbalance or a break of structure. So you go to the bottom candle and you stretch it out. Because what happens is the market has to come back and fill in this gap that was left behind. As you can see, it did with this candle, came back and filled in the gap and touched that, trying to make another push up, but it didn't, it failed. You got two hammers right there. So this blue candle, which was a hammer, okay, you got two candles that are hammers. And then you have a doji candle, right? Doji candle means what? Reversal. Hence, it reversed. Okay. So by knowing this, okay, you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to wait because now that it's reversing, it's probably going to come back and touch, which it did, touch this supply area. Okay. So I should say demand zone. Touch this area. You can also call it support, right? Support and resistance. You can also call it support. Touch the support zone, right? And then try to push up a little bit. So we're looking for buys, so we're not going to get into the market until we see a bullish candle. Okay, bullish engulfing candle. That is the key, is to wait for a bullish engulfing candle. So we're in the 4 hour. So we're going to go down to the 1 hour and see what's going on in this area, right? So is there any type of bullish engulfing candle happening here? Because I see a lot of touches on this support line. Okay, this demand level. And I see it pushing off, but yet look at the 100 EMA, right? Moving average is below it. Okay. So we're going to go down to the 15-minute and we notice that it's below because of that doji candle. So it tries trading below the EMA, right? So we got to wait for a couple of things. We got to wait for the candle to go above the EMA, and we also have to wait for um, a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so that's really important. All right, so those are the things you got to look out for. All right, so you got to be patient enough to wait for it to either bounce off support, get above the EMA to look for a trade. Okay, so I'm going to give you some historical data on what I'm talking about. So we're going to look left. We're going to look left. We're going to look for an area on the left side that would tell me what's going on here. Okay, so like right here, at this support level. Okay, what do we see? We see it came down below the EMA, right? But yet, what is this candle? Like I said, you got to wait for a bullish engulfing candle. So this particular candle right here is bigger than this candle before it. So what is it? It's a bullish engulfing candle. So let's mark that up. So I'm going to show you something here. Bullish engulfing candle. This candle right here is a bullish engulfing candle. It's bigger than this candle. So you can anticipate right here that the market's going to go higher. And look what it did. If you saw this develop, you can got into a trade on the very next candle or wait for a retouch of the support because it did go up, come down, it's in support, traded up a little bit, but came back, touched support, and look what happened. Boom. It traded higher based on that bullish engulfing candle. Okay. And again, where are you going to set your stops? You're going to set your stop loss below the support level right here. That's your support. I mean, your stop loss. We'll make that red. Okay. A couple of pips below, right? You do 15 pips below, 20 pips below. So you want to make sure you're below it at least, that if it reverses on you, you don't blow out your account and you just protect your principal, right? And then one of the things that I didn't show on my last video is to take out this tool, which is your this tool right here. So if you would have got into the trade right here, I want you to always shoot for a 1 to 2.5 ratio. Okay. So you put it at your stop loss, you stretch it out, and you do a 1.25 ratio. Okay. Right there. 1.25 ratio. And then you put your take profit right above your 1.25, right on it, right on it. And I'm going to make that white. Actually, let's make it green. Money green. Okay. So as you wait for this to develop, what happens? It trended upward. It's above the the 100 EMA, and it traded upward, and it TP was hit. Your take profit was hit on based on this candle right here. Your take profit was hit. You're walking away with the bag, whatever amount of pips that you traded. This was a winning trade. Okay, so that's what you're waiting for. So this simple trading strategy works, I want to say 75 to 80% of the time. Okay, because all you're doing is waiting for the market to go above the red EMA. Okay, and you're looking for a bullish engulfing candle right below it. Okay, so once you see it come down, okay, and you're in the uptrend, so you know it's going to go back up, you're going to wait for a bullish engulfing candle, and then you get in a trade. And if you miss the trade right there, you wait for it to pull back into support, okay, like it did right here. And you could have got in again right here and then set your ratio 1 to 2.5. And you would have still hit it based on this candle hitting your TP. Okay. So I want you guys to practice this. Okay. This is the phenomenal trading strategy. And if that's the only two tools you need, tool number one is your indicator. Okay. Which was the moving average exponential, right? Pause the video, look for this indicator, put a star on it as a favorite. The second thing you're looking for is a bullish engulfing candle on an uptrend. On a downtrend, it's a bearish engulfing candle. Okay. So those two things, if you can find it, and you have to be patient, okay, because a lot of us, we tend to jump into a trade and not knowing why. Oh, it looks good, or I think it's going up. You can't second guess it. You got to be sure. You got to set that trap. You got to know exactly what you're doing. That's why you have a trading plan, right? You have to set your rules and follow your rules, okay? Because if I ask you to come visit me in my home state, right? And I didn't give you a map, you'd get lost. But if I gave you a map and you follow the map, these are written rules that if you follow the map, you'll find my destination. So the same thing with trading. You write down, okay, step one, higher time frame. Go to the higher time frame and take a look at where the market's going. Is it an uptrend or downtrend? Step one. Step two, set your MA, moving average. Put it on 100. Okay, let's replay that. Set your MA. You can double click on the line, go to inputs, put it on 100. Everything else stays the same. Click OK. Now you're just looking at the market. You already know it's an uptrend. So now all you got to do is wait for what? You wait for it to pull back into the EMA like it did here. Okay. And you wait for a bullish engulfing candle right below the EMA or on the EMA, however way it works, because you're looking for an uptrend, taking an uptrend sale, buy, you're going bullish on this. And if you follow that, there's no reason why you can't be profitable in the market. Okay. Now, like I said, you're gonna have to be patient because these candles, it takes time to get to those particular levels. So if we take another tour, if we do another back test, if we go back and let me clear everything out. Okay, we're looking at the EMA.